If it can't happen, it will. I was gonna unload on the road. I figured I'd try and couldn't swing wide enough. Got in here and man, that thing wanted to go over. I tell you guys, it's Tuesday. We got some blocks on her, don't we, Phil? See how this goes. Another sketchy situation. Normally don't wear my seatbelt, but I'm going to on this one. Problem is, when this stuff, if it does take off, man, it get out and take a look, see what it looks like. What do you think?
That's good.
It's not? To be honest with you, I got a little shakiness in my stomach. It's sliding. Always a situation. I guess maybe that was my bad, but man, coming up that drive, I couldn't see nothing over the hood, so I didn't want to get too far that way. Man, good thing I looked over, man, that excavator rocked. Whew. When it went over, it kind of, good thing I didn't lay the wood to it like I sometimes do. What do you think, Phil? We avoided disaster, huh?
Yeah. We got her though.
Yeah, it's deep. Like I said, when I was pulling up over this thing, man, I couldn't see shit. And then I looked in my mirror and I seen that thing hit and rock. And like I said, if you're not living on the edge, you're probably taking up too much room. That's what separates the big dogs. Like I said, and I'll say it again, said it before, said it a million times, I've done this stuff all my life with different things. I've been in situations, all kinds of different situations. Was I scared? No, not really. Did I have a weird feeling in my stomach, that anxiety, adrenaline? I did, yeah. But you know what, man? That's what keeps you alive. I mean, that's what I had when I raced all the time. When you got on the line, it's no different. I mean, when you're lined up on a motocross race, 40 guys, you're wondering if you're going to make it through the first turn alive. I mean, you never know what could happen here. That thing could take off, and that could be dunsies. And Phil said, well, right off the rip, we're going to take these two big trees down that could possibly take out my barn. Roll it, baby. Sometimes you roll the dice, you come up a little short. Today's not that day, I hope. Walking into the next big deal. Every job you gotta have the chainsaw on it, right? it don't work no magic on us. Tell you what, every way you look at that thing, it looks like it's going to be a little bit different. I'll tell you one thing though, it's going to be on the ground here soon. That get you going, Phil?
Yeah, I got adrenaline rush.
It's no different than riding a dirt bike or anything, is it? We just got maybe more on the line. We're all adrenaline junkies. I can get you some. Like I said, you might get a little butterflies in your stomach, but that just makes you know you're alive. So many people go through life like they're dead. The Walking Dead. See, Phil knows where the pinch points is. He knows the cut on that end because that'll fall right off. His family's got a long line of loggers, the Wilhelms around here. Phil's an old, long-time family friend. I remember back in the day, my dad and his dad would go to boxing matches. I think they went and seen like Sugar Ray Leonard, or one of those big fighters that came down to the terminal in Cincinnati. Nothing like wrapping it up in the morning, man. He's got some good oil in there too. It smells good. Walking them up here to put in the pile. I ain't even showed you y'all what the task at hand is. I guess if you're still here and you're still watching, you must be a part of this dirt family, so much appreciated. Man, my thumb's squealing from probably from doing all that pond work. That water cleaned all the grease out of there. I need to grease this thing tomorrow. I greased the heck out of it too. Imagine that, it's raining. You know, I'm always complaining this thing just comes on whenever. Now I need it. It won't come on. So what we're doing here, we dug out a hole of topsoil there. Now we're just filling it back in with this old clay nasty crap. I still gotta show you what we got going on here. Hopefully he's grabbing this bucket for the Kubota he can bring over here and just so much quicker. Just push that in with that than trying to grub it up with this. So much quicker with that. Phil's getting right with the old, what is that, 275? Man, them sprockets are shot. I seen that the other day. Let's get a little view, ain't it? Look at that. So here's what really the game plan was, to get up here and get all this stuff out. And then we're gonna take this hump and make it go behind this barn there. Get rid of them trees. All that other stuff was just a honeydew list. Hopefully I could spin without hitting my counterweight. And I'm gonna have to watch this stuff super wet and heavy. I don't want to be out there in this tip, so I might just have to take little bites. We're gonna put it in his dump truck. I don't know where he's hauling it to. Yeah, what you don't want is being up this high and have too much weight. You don't want that, especially with your tracks going this way. You know how I like to always always like to get big buckets. See how wet that is there? Big wet heavy buckets. Stuff's nasty. Yeah, we're just gonna have to take smaller little buckets. Let's see what her tail's looking like, man. It's gonna be close. It's gonna make it, but there ain't much to spare. That gets higher than a deer stand. Backing her up. That's the first dump truck I had when I started out. Same motor and everything. And I don't... testing my limits here. If I didn't have that thumb on there, I wouldn't worry at all. But man, that thumb, a lot of extra weight. That's a good ways down there too. Good thing he's got this tapered back. Got this tapered back, so I'm setting back on an angle. I'll probably get carried away, you know how it goes. Once it starts going, the only thing I can do is put my stick down, and then I'm going towards this truck. So let's get in a hurry. Just might not even feel like it's gonna flip, but it just feels like it's gonna flip. Oh, if that makes sense. I'll be honest with you, I really don't enjoy this. This isn't enjoyable. Just because I'm like clenching every time, you know what I mean? It's like, hell no. I just don't like it. I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze. I don't know. Like I said, some of the situations you get into, this part of the ball looks like. I think I'm gonna hit there. just a lot of the same old, same old. So I ain't really been showing you too much. I think that's boring when you just watch somebody dig all the time. So he's saying 10 scoops per load is what it's been averaging. So we got, geez, probably 10 more loads by the time I get in the corner. Everything. Just no more of them hillside projects. See, I have to hold back from going too big. I just don't want to risk it. I don't want to squeeze the juice in my eyes. I hit the side a little bit. I felt it, so I stopped. Man, that last job I pulled out of, I went through the trees and scuffed it up. I tell you, it's almost June. It might be June. I don't even know. Still got a hoodie on, but I was working this weekend, got really hot. I didn't like that. I'd rather be this weather than that's it for this part of the adventure for day one. We'll be back. Stick with us, hang with us. Fortunate, nobody got killed, everybody lived. We'll do it again tomorrow. Stay with us, as always. True bangers.